Guys, I want to thank you for joining me today, girls, guys, people. The video that I really wanted to do today, we were going to talk about verbal abuse, but I want to kind of maybe take a detour today. There's something that was weighing heavily on my mind when I sat down to record this video, and I wanted to um, talk about some of the comments that I'm reading on Yahoo Answers. When I started out writing this book, I did my research, but also have life experience as, you know, research, if you will. I mean, I have many women friends and guy friends who have experienced abuse by a partner. So it's not like I'm completely um, in the dark when it comes to this. But what I wanted to talk specifically about today is the fact that, like on Yahoo, some people get very upset about some of the comments that are left about, trying to empower women to actually do something about their situation. And, there are men and women on there saying that, well, women, they abuse their boyfriends too. They verbally abuse them. They talk down to them, and they kind of ask for it. They make the guy just kind of go nuts, if you will. And there's so many women out there that verbally abuse their boyfriends, and they hit them. And abuse goes both ways. And why are we just talking about women being abused? Well, in no way do I advocate women abusing their boyfriends or husbands. That's not okay. The fact is, it's not okay, whatever kind of relationship you're in, for you to be abusing somebody that you claim to love, or that you're in the process of loving. I mean, I don't care if you're in a gay relationship or straight relationship. If you're a female and you are bigger than your boyfriend. I mean, violence is violence across the board. It doesn't matter what race or what gender or how much money you have or don't have. It's simply wrong. I mean, we're human beings. We're evolved creatures, right? We don't hit, harm, or hurt each other, because we're having a bad day, or because somebody left the butter out of the refrigerator. I mean, all of us have got to take accountability for how we speak to one another. Because fact is, verbal abuse is violent in some form. It's a type of inadvertent violence that is being done by speech, and words do harm. They, over time, they can really break a person down. And a person who has a low self-esteem and who's in love with somebody who demeans them every day, all the time, it's not good. It's not healthy. So I don't advocate anybody or any type of violence in any type of partnership. So let's get that straight. But the facts are that the majority of abusers are men. And there's just no getting around that. It doesn't mean that I'm some bra-burning male hater. You're totally missing the point here. I mean, to say that sharks kill maybe 12 people a year and cancer kills hundreds of thousands, but yet we have to talk about the shark killing just because people are dying there as they are with cancer. I mean, that doesn't kind of add up. If cancer is the biggest killer of people, don't you think we should focus on what's killing the majority? And the fact is there are more men out there who are harming their wives and their girlfriends, who are taking it into their own hands to end their lives and to end their children's lives. I mean, 85 to 90% of all perpetrators of domestic violence are men. Women are dying. Even as I sit here today, just a couple days ago, I think it was, the guy hasn't been tried, so I'm not judging him here, but I guess he was some type of detective himself, Brad C. Cat or something like that. Um, Supposedly uh, killed his wife. You know, she burned in the fire, but I guess she shot herself in the head first, and then she started a fire. And he tried to save her, but couldn't get her. Got the kids and so forth. But 2 days before, she had asked for a divorce. Uh, Tomorrow, I'm recording this on June 3rd, and tomorrow, the guy from South Africa who shot his girlfriend, the model, his case is supposed to go before the judge, right? I don't even think there's a case there. I mean, you know, I don't know that they're gonna prosecute this man in South Africa. I don't know that they're gonna prosecute this Brett Seacat or whatever his name is. I mean, it seems like when you look around, there's no justification. There's no. Where are the people that are supposed to protect women and children and families? I mean, these women who were probably murdered by men that they loved, they're not here anymore. They're gone. I mean, this is why I write these books. This is why I make these videos when I don't even care to do videos half the time. I mean, I don't want to be out there, but I know that getting my book out there is about marketing. It's about reaching those people who really, really want and need this information. So, I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone because I have got to make a difference, not only in my life, but in the lives of many women that I've met throughout my lives who have experienced abuse upon abuse upon abuse. Whether it be from their own parent or parents or a mate. I mean, there's just so much abuse in this country, in the lives of ordinary, everyday people, that it's mind-boggling. It's sad, and fortunately, I'm not in a situation myself where I am having to be in a relationship where I'm being abused, or where I'm having to stay in a relationship where I'm being abused, where there are so many women and young girls and children who have to stay in relationships, in families, in places where they're just devalued, where they're treated like less than a human being because they're of their gender. I mean, I know guys are bigger and stronger than women, but there is something else that's going on. It's not so much the the weak up against the strong in a physical sense. There is got to be some type of latent and or innate or hidden, or there's some type of hatred within so many men, or some type of fear that just grabs them and would make them want to do this, want to take the life of anybody. I don't understand it, and I may never understand it, but as I've always said before, and in my other video, that it's not important for me to understand the why. Just like if you're listening to me and you're in an abusive relationship, stop trying to figure it out. Just, it is what it is. I want you to live. I know you want to live. Your life is worth something. He may not believe it. He may not think you're worth anything. And chances are, I'm sure he's told you that. But you are. You're meant to be here. You're loved. And you are loved by the very fact that you were born, that you were created. So, before we get all caught up in this, well, women are this way to men, and so there's justification on both sides, and there's guilt on both sides. Yeah, you know what? There is no justification for any type of violence, whether it be verbal, emotional, physical, sexual. We have got to learn to treat one another right. But I believe before we can treat one another right, we've got to learn to treat ourselves right. So, you know, guys are going to have to get help somehow, but it's not up to us to help them, but it is up to us women to help one another. We've got to hold hands. We've got to pull each other up. We've got to stand together because we have got to survive. This whole women not liking each other stuff is, we have got to throw that to the wayside. That is our enemy. We have got to help one another. You know, never should there be a man come between the sisterhood of women, the closeness of women, where we have got to depend on one another to stand up and do the right thing. So I am reaching out to whoever you are on the other side of the screen, and I'm telling you, there is a way out. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and in no way are you to hold yourself responsible for the damage that somebody is doing to you. Okay? Don't listen to what they tell you. Don't listen to what he's whispering in your ear, to how he's making you feel. Stop listening to a damn thing he's saying. Just cut that out right now. Whether you gotta look him in the face and go somewhere else in your head. Don't listen to him. He's sick. Okay? His problems don't need to be your problems. We're going to have to put a stop to that now. Alright? Let's start working on you. Let's get you healthy enough to where you don't need that type of relationship. Okay? Because you don't want to be the woman who was just burned in the fire, or the woman who was shot in South Africa. I mean, everybody's talking about Jodi Arias. Oh, she killed her boyfriend. Oh, man. This is like such a tragedy. Yes, what she did was a tragedy. Yes, she's, I'm sure, sick. But how many cases do we listen to every single day of men doing that to their wives and their girlfriends and so forth? Probably 1,000 to 1 Jodi Arias. 1,000 to 1. So let's not lose focus here. Let's look at the real problem. The real problem is the cancer. It's not the sharks. Okay? Violence in any form is not okay. Let's get that straight. Alright? And let's stop blaming women for how men treat them. People have got to hold themselves accountable for their own actions. I don't make you do anything. You don't make me do anything. I choose to do what I want to do, and you choose to do what you want to do. And I'm hoping from this day forward that you're going to make a choice in your mind that you're going to remove yourself from a very unhealthy situation that you may find yourself in. Okay? So I think I've rambled on enough for today. Please, there may be a link at the end of this video, the bottom of this video. If there's not, eventually I'll get it up there. I am promoting my book, or in the process of getting all my videos together before the book goes live on Amazon. So you may see a link, you may not, and I'm just trying to get the marketing and the SEO, all the backlink and all that stuff together, so that way when I start to really grab all the traffic and get all these views, that the book will be ready. So anyway, subscribe to my channel so you'll be one of the first to hopefully get a copy. And again, thank you for your time, which is very precious. And I'll see you on the other side. Okay, the happy side. All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.